What is going on, guys? It's your boy Cliche coming at you with another YouTube video here today. You guys are all having a great day, as I am. I just woke up. It is currently 10 past 12 in Australia. Had a shower, got my G Fuel here. Yeah, ready to start today. Today's video will be, by the title, how to get better at Call of Duty. This is like Call of Duty in general, but this particular video will be directed at Black Ops 3, but sort of not at Black Ops 3, because it does, you know, apply for all Call of Duties, because most Call of Duties, you know, same sort of thing. Everyone complains, you know, it's the same thing every year, just reskin and shit like that. So Call of Duty is Call of Duty. So these tips will apply to pretty much every Call of Duty, but today's tips or whatever will be focused on Call of Duty Black Ops 3, the most recent Call of Duty, obviously. Your A button and or your X button, whatever you play on, Xbox, PS4, whatever, and you jump. Alright, so that's like every other Call of Duty, jump, whatever. But in this game you can like thrust jump, so like you can boost up in the air sort of thing. So yeah, that's my tip number one, is abuse the movement, because it's in the game for a reason. People may complain, you know, oh, he's jumping up in the air, he's hard to kill, you know, whatever, but if it's in the game, use it. Alright, so I have a Scuff controller, obviously. Link will be down in the description below if you want to go buy a Scuff. But if you don't know what a Scuff is, it's just a normal controller, but it's just a normal controller, but you've got two buttons on the back, or four. You can get four, but on my Scuff, I just prefer to have two buttons on the back. One's A, one's B. You can actually customize it to whatever button you want. So, but preferably my Scuffs, whenever I get them, whether it's Xbox, PlayStation, whatever, I get A and B, so I can jump, drop, because I play on default. So jumping, dropping, so I can just, whenever I get in a gunfight, I can just spam the shit out of the left paddle, which is the A button, or the X button. So you can jump up in the air really quickly, and as you'll see in the gameplay, I do a lot of that. I just jump up in the air as soon as I get in the gunfight, and it does help majority of the time. So, and if I'm not doing that, I'm either prone on the ground, drop threading, or doing something like that. So yeah, tip one is just learn the movement, abuse the movement, because it is in the game for a reason, and if you're not very good at the movement, you're not going to be very good at the game. So yeah, that's tip number one. Alright, tip number two is guns and perks. So people get misconceptions like, oh, it doesn't matter what perks you run, or it doesn't matter what attachments you run on this certain gun. It does. I'll have a video out later, probably tomorrow, with best class setup for this game, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and what I run, and you know what's the best perks, attachments, guns, etc., to run. But yeah, I'll have a video out tomorrow, but in the meantime, you just want to do some research. You know, just look at all the guns in the game, look at their damage stats, look at attachments. Preferably, you know, submachine guns, you run like quick draw, long barrel, grip, or whatever, and then depending on what game mode you're playing, so like your perks could be like tac mask, flat jacket, just those sort of like in situational, you know, plays. You need different perks for different situations. But playing hardpoint, chuck on flak, and tac mask, you don't get hit by nades and stuns, because you know people, you know, ban the shit out of them. So the video will be out tomorrow, explaining what sort of perks, guns, attachments, even equipment. I don't really run equipment, but just that's a specialist in this game as well. So like specialist is a thing. If you don't know Call of Duty Black Ops 3, it's instead of having just a default skin character like every other Call of Duty, but in this game you've got 9 different specialists, and they all have their different abilities. So like say in this gameplay, I think I'm using the kinetic armor. Yeah, kinetic armor. So like if I pop that, as you'll see in the gameplay, I'll pop it, like you use it, and it'll give you like double health. I think it is. I think it's double health. And yeah, you just take twice as much bullets to kill. So instead of being like a 4 or 5 bullet kill, it's a 10 bullet kill. So it's just like certain specialists work for certain different game types. So like I was just running kinetic because I had to get hero. link will be in the description to that series if you want to go check that out. I'm doing a Road to Hero. I'm actually almost complete that, so that'll be out later today. That will be. I'm uploading. I've had issues with Elgato. If you've seen my previous video, you'll understand what was going on with PlayStation, Elgato. Yesterday just wasn't a good day for me. Shit, I woke up and just nothing was working for me. So yesterday was a pretty rough day. That's why I didn't upload yesterday. I uploaded early this morning, but yesterday just yeah, wasn't working for me at all. So yeah, tip 1, use the movement. Make sure, you know, move around, try and move as much as possible, because you don't want to be just a, you know, standing target, standing still for the enemy to shoot, you know, straight at you. You want to be moving around, so then they've got to move, they have to move their gun around, and they you know, lose balance, you know, they have to shoot up in the air, or down the ground, or left, right, whatever it is, etc, etc. Step 2 is, yeah, make sure you're running, like, the right guns. Like, you're not gonna, if you run around with a handgun and a knife, you're not gonna, like, outgun an M8 or a Vespa or anything like that. So you got to make sure that you're running the right guns if you really do want to go good. I mean, if you're going for camos or different sort of things, that's fine. But if you really do want to go good, which is what this video is supposed to help you do, yeah, make sure you run the best gun you possibly can. So, and the third and final step for becoming a better Call of Duty player is just to play the game, guys. Playing the game may sound, you know, oh yeah, I'll play the game, but just play the game. You know, I've been playing since COD 4. I think every single game since COD 4, so like 6 or 7 games. I think I've clocked up at least 50 days on all those games. So like, you just need to play the game. It may sound like not nerdy, get a life, but like if you really do want to be good, you can't just expect to jump on the game with no experience and just be good at the game. So yeah, guys, movement, guns, perks, attachments, and just play the shit out of the game. And video will be out tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe as always. And this has been your boy Cliche, and I'm out. Peace.